I still hope Serbia Santa makes an appearance this Christmas. You know what? You know what? I'll make a special deal just because there's like 4 viewers on my stream. All right. He's right here. Woo! He's right here. I'm actually glad that you guys are like, we're Santa, you know, like you actually care. Like I made this like shitty character, like yeah, he's literally there. Yo, gaming setup. Actually, I can I actually bought team monitors. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna. Okay, so here's Santa. So here's you guys. See, here's my setup. This is just very terrible how I'm holding this camera. So here's my setup. I have OBS here. So this is where I set up stuff. This is the game. So I have two monitors. My keyboard is a HyperX Alloy RPG keyboard. I have a microphone which is a HyperX Quadcast. Mouse is a G502 Hero because it's not a G502 which is wireless. I hate wireless stuff. It has a wire over here. Here is my volume for my speakers. I don't think I can show you the top because I this is like I actually reorganized my entire desk. So here's like how it looks like when I'm streaming. So I actually set up this two monitor setup like probably like a week ago. Finally, someone that hates wireless mouse. I hate wireless mouse because first of all, it's kind of the same thing as having like wireless headphones because with wireless headphones. Okay, I didn't have wireless headphones in my life, but pretty much what happens is that you have to charge things constantly. You have to charge headphones constantly, I think, from other people's experience, and it's so fucking annoying. So when you're listening to music, playing a game, it doesn't matter. All of a sudden, it just stops, and then you have to charge your headphones. It takes like 3 hours. Like it's annoying. It's just pain in the ass. And look at this. Woo! I have a wire, man. Look at that. Here's my PC. This puppy over here, it has a... I should actually make a video on my PC. It actually shouldn't be a bad idea. So, this PC, I built it myself. Like, all by myself. I don't know if you hear me. I built this PC all by myself. It has a... The graphics card is a RX 6600 XT. Processor is a Ryzen 7 5700X. Motherboard B550. Is this tough gaming? All by yourself, your wallet might be screaming. Yes. When I upgraded this PC, I just blew like 1,000 euros. It was an upgrade mostly because this case was actually for my 2020 PC. I didn't change the case. I didn't change my power supply. I didn't change some hard disks. But most of the other stuff I did, like the fans, I basically threw out the old fan, the old CPU cooler, obviously the graphics card, the processor, the motherboard, and RAM. So I actually didn't throw out the old RAM. I was thinking to do it, but I have a 3x16 gigabytes of RAM. So in other words, I have 48 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM. And actually, you can compare this PC to a RTX 3060, but slightly faster. It could probably be faster with Windows 11, but I'm not gonna install that OS because it's trash. And the reason why it could be faster is because it has like smart access memory, which is better used in Windows 11 than 10. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick on Windows 10 as much as possible. So fuck Windows 11. Don't get that OS, seriously. I want to show you the inside of this computer. But I'm not sure if I'm going to pull out all these cables because look at this cable management. It's fucking trash. And over here I have a bass booster. So when I'm using my speakers, this is where my bass is. And up here are my... Oh shit, I'm not going to actually do that because there's a picture that's probably, you know... but I have speakers on this shelf up here, but I'm not gonna record it because, yeah, I built this all by myself. This is top 5 Serbian gaming setups. yeah. So it's beautiful. I can't believe I did it because okay. So here's the fun story behind it. So how I built this PC. In August, I went to a some service company. Like we have some friends there. So I have like we have some friends in some service company, and we know them for a long time. And I was like, okay, I really want to learn how to build a PC. I know like everything about graphics cards, everything about processors, you know, like the general stuff. But I have no idea about motherboards. Where do I connect the fans? Where do I like how do I put thermal paste? I I have no idea. Sorry. And I was with them for a month learning how to build a PC. Like they gave me like some random PC like in their warehouse or whatever, and they were like, okay, disassemble it, then assemble it again, clean it up, or like with the compressed air and stuff. And I learned most of the things. The most time I've spent is just installing Windows 10 on most of the computers because they were like, okay, we have these 20 computers. We have 20 computers and install Windows 10 on them, like with an SSD with 256 gigabytes. Then install Office. Then and these computers were like, okay, we're gonna send these computers to I don't know, some high school, some gymnasium high school, and we were actually going there and setting up those computers, and it was really fun, like working with them. They're really nice people. And then learning about like, okay, with the motherboards, like where do you connect the power supply, where do you connect the fans, where do you put RAM? I mean, RAM is easy. The processor, I mean, depends if it's an Intel processor or an AMD one, because AMD ones have pins on them, and if you screw up those pins on the AMD processor, the entire processor is fucked. All right, let's go forward a bit. So what happened is that I went to check to see like my bro and aunt, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just out of curiosity, I'm gonna check like the prices of PC parts, and compared to Serbia, they were like super cheap. They were like really really fucking cheap compared to Serbia. To give you a comparison, the GPU I was buying in Serbia was 500 euros, in Czech it was 400. So 20% difference, and that the 400 price was actually pretty good. So then what happened is that I was like, okay, fuck it. What's the best store? As I asked my bro, what's the best store to buy these parts? And he's like, okay, Alza.cz or whatever, and not sponsored. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these PCs. And he told me like, okay, how do I do shipping? And they're really fast with the shipping. Like, congrats to these guys. Like, literally, you buy a thing, it takes like a day to ship those parts. It's actually insane how fast they are. And they say like, okay, we're gonna ship these in a day, in like 8 p.m. They ship it in a day in like 2 p.m. They're so fast. And then what happened is that when I gathered all those parts, I went home with all those parts and I built the piece myself. All by myself. I didn't have any help at all. So it's like insane. Very very happy I did that. Very very happy. So that's my story. I get. Okay, this is correct. Finally, holy crap.